so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't wanna miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats, you know that we gotta run it back. Whether on the field or the court, you know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.
All right, what's good? Welcome to another Live Wire Sports episode, and we got some shattering news in the world of Nike, and it's dealing with Caitlin Clark. Yes, Caitlin Clark, the young phenom, the second-year WNBA player, will set to be in the first Nike commercial to kick off Super Bowl, today's Super Bowl. And it has been, according to the Wall Street Journal, Caitlin Clark is set to appear in the first Super Bowl ad since 1998. Wow. Now, if you don't believe how powerful this is for women's sports and have Caitlin Clark to headline it, this is going to be special. Now, I want to kick off the ad real quick for y'all so y'all can see. All right, it says Nike is betting a big Super Bowl ad with Caitlin Clark, rapper Gucci, and can help reclaim its dominance. More than half a dozen elite female athletes star in the apparel company's new commercial as it capitalizes on the surging in women's sports. So, in terminology of this, it is that it's very important because we have seen the growth of women's sports skyrocket ever since Caitlin Clark stepped onto the WNBA landscape. Now, Nike do have a plethora of other artists like Sha'Carri Richardson, Aja Wilson, Sabrina Ionescu, Breonna Stewart, all of these other phenomenal athletes from track and field to gymnastics, basketball players, whatever the case might be. But this is the first time that you're going to see these women in a whole different light in a Super Bowl ad. Now, you can't have a Nike ad without your top star, and that is Caitlin Clark, to be the forefront. Now, Gucci is going to do the narration of the commercial, but to have Caitlin Clark, the headline of it is very important because we all know Nike has been fumbling the bag when it came to Caitlin Clark since she stepped from college to the pros. And we just not too long find out about her getting her signature shoe. We just not too long find out about they kind of like starting to promote her a little bit more and do a little things here and there. So it is subsequently ideally for Nike to really, really start to showcase Caitlin Clark more. I understand they have other stars, but this is your biggest star. This is your, if you did a Nike commercial without Caitlin Clark, you would have lost money. If you did this Super Bowl commercial without Caitlin Clark, you would have lost money. Viewers would not watch this commercial. There will be questions. There will be so many posts on timelines saying that, hey, where is Caitlin Clark at? Where is she? Why she's not in this commercial? Nike did it again. Here it goes. So Nike has to think ahead of itself and say, like, we cannot do this without having her. So I just it's phenomenal. It's so phenomenal. So take a look at this article real quick. It says WNBA superstar Caitlin Clark and the powerhouse lineup of more than half dozen of other famous female athletes, including Olympian gymnastics Jordan Childs, tennis pro Ariane Soblanka, if I pronounce that right, and track star Sha'Carri Richardson, all set to appear in Nike's 90-second commercial, which will air during the National Football League championship game. Nike hopes to capture attention as reunite sales by using one of its biggest advertising stages of the world. And we already know that this time of year, when it's the Super Bowl, a lot of commercials is going to come out. A lot of commercials is going to come out. It is going to be um, something that we all look forward to this time of year. It's a lot of commercials. It's how well is we going to do this? How well is we going to do that? So I feel like this at this instant is something really, really special. And just to have Caitlin Clark in the front and center of it, it means a whole lot to a lot of her fans, a lot of people who looks up to her and everything like that. So you got to really think about what's really good. So to me, I feel like this is important. To me, this is really, really important for women's sports. And to get people engaging back into women's sports. We already know that soccer's big, gymnastics big, track and field's big, women's golf is big, but now and women's college basketball is big. But when you have the top superstar of the women's basketball in naming Caitlin Clark, shown right here, you have to really engage into this. You have to really nail it down. You cannot fumble everything that's surprising around this young superstar. No matter you had Cooper DeJean for the Eagles, rookie, grew up in the Iowa era, talking about Caitlin Clark. You have Joe Burrow talking about Caitlin Clark. You know what I'm saying? You had Steph Curry talk about her. You had LeBron James talking about her. You have all of these people talking about Caitlin Clark. And you sit there and you just cannot do the right thing when it comes to the superstar. Yeah, I understand you wanted to push everybody out. You wanted to tackle the women's sport more by getting Paige Beckers and Juju signed to the Nike be college athletes. But you could have had a bigger impact by shooing in Caitlin Clark, I say around her junior year, leading up to her rookie year last year. It could have catapulted everything, but you went backwards with her to showcase other athletes, and it kind of backfired on you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So now here we are, where the biggest eyes on this biggest stage of football is really this word you really have to focus on. Now, turning my attention from that, Sabrina Ionescu did take the time out and also gave her comments on Caitlin Clark about, what she sees from Caitlin, her support from Caitlin, and how she would, she's been there to help Caitlin navigate from college to the pros. And say what you will, Sabrina and Caitlin Clark, they have a really pretty good relationship. We've seen it on display many times from New York or whatever the case would be, and it's really, really exciting. So I like it. So take a listen.
I've always, supported her through her college career and just wanted to be someone that she can come to and ask any questions entering the league. And, obviously she has a target on her back, just like a lot of us do, in terms of understanding what it is you're trying to accomplish in the league. And, she's kind of been helping us push this league forward, bringing so many new fans and eyes to the game everywhere she goes. She sells out arenas. So it's been really fun to just see what she's, been able to do, and knowing that there's so many young girls that are looking up to her and want to accomplish what she has so far.
And there you have it. And Sabrina has been one of the ones that always have talked highly about Caitlin Clark in a regard. She has never talked negative about her. Serena, believe it or not, Sabrina has her own brand. Her brand, the way she handles her business it's like, you could say, like an older version of Caitlin Clark, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because Sabrina is older than Caitlin Clark, probably about 4 years. I think she's 26. But you got to think about it. The way Sabrina carries herself, you see the same way Caitlin does. Caitlin carries herself the same way, handles her business with grace, tends things. She does things where you are looking, you're looking like, man, that's where I want my daughters to emulate, to grow up to be, strive to be. And they all about women empowerment. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to always be negative controversy. It don't have to always be a racial motivation about it. Just be you. Just like what Nike always say, just do it. Well, for the women, just be you. Dang, I just came up with a slogan for Nike. Well, hey, Nike, that's what you need to be promoting for the women. Just be you. You know what I'm saying? Just do it, but just be you. That will be a pretty good, branding for myself. Thank you. I appreciate it. You can cut the check anytime you feel like it. But at the end of the day, it's one of those things that I feel grateful for, just to sit here and watch this, because like I tell everybody, I have daughters, and my daughters, they want to accomplish a lot of things. So I really push them to be the best. So for Nike to do this right here, man, this sends a clear message, for everybody to have their eyes on women's sports, especially when the eyes on the NBA is not great this year, and now you got the WNBA gearing up for another massive season. You have Unrivaled kicking off. You have Athletes Unlimited. You got WNBA players playing overseas. And then the thing about it is, Caitlin Clark is international and global, and she hasn't even played overseas yet. That's impact. That's how you impact it. That's how you put your stamp on things when you are her branding company. Look what State Farm doing. Look what Gatorade is doing. Matter of fact, I have a Gatorade video with Caitlin Clark coming up after this. Now Nike. So to tackle this head on, Nike, you cannot mess this up. So therefore, to have Caitlin Clark as the headliner, show some smarts that you have. So tell me what you think about this video. Continue to like, comment, subscribe. Did Nike get it right? Finally get it right? Hey, if so, leave a comments below. Until the next episode, Live Wire Sports Media, and I'm out.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live Wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't want to miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.